Hello there folks and welcome back. We are going to return to Aiur now with Zeratul in tow. So in the last mission we rescued Zeratul and his Dark Templar from the Zerg that were attacking the installation they were in Char, and he agreed to come home with us to help us save the Protoss species. So let's see what happens next. So, Homeland, Protoss Command Ship Gantrafor orbiting the planet of Aiur.
Greetings, Executor, and greetings to you, Tassadar. I am overjoyed to see you both return home in this dark hour. The Zerg have redoubled their efforts, and it seems...
It can't be. The Executor told me of how you fell before the Zerg. How is it that you live and breathe?
Well, after my unfortunate defeat, my ruined body was recovered by our brethren. I now reside within the cold robotic shell of a Dragoon.
Old friend, would that this never came to pass.
Nonsense! There is no shame in defeat, so long as the spirit is unconquered, and I am still able to serve Aiur to a degree. But enough of this. There is much you both need to know. You have been branded as traitors by Aldaris and the Conclave. Even now they seek to arrest you and execute the Dark Templar, Zeratul.
I never believed that they would go so far. In the face of total annihilation, they still cling to their failing traditions.
Yes, and that makes them all the more dangerous. They hunt you even now, Tassadar. And though I damn myself by doing so, I shall stand by you till the end.
En Taro Adun, noble Phoenix. Executor, it seems that if our world is to live, we must protect the Dark Templar from our own brethren. Although it pains me greatly, not even the Conclave shall stand in our way.
This is a great moment, just like Phoenix comes back and you're completely not... You're possibly not expecting it. It's possible you could have put two together and thought, wait a sec, Phoenix could have survived as a Dragoon, because they've established the Dragoon, but no, obviously for most people that's going to be a pretty big surprise, and he just comes back and Tassadar's like, I thought you got killed, and Phoenix is just like, yeah, that was nothing, I just got up. I just got up and got put into a Dragoon. So I think that for that moment probably cemented Phoenix as a favourite character for most people. So we're going to have some Protoss versus Protoss action here. We're going to have to destroy the heart of the Conclave, presumably in self-defense, and we're going to have Phoenix, Zeratul and Tassadar. Now we are going to have to make sure they all survive. Phoenix, obviously not going to be the form we expected before. He's going to be a Dragoon, and to be honest, just complete carefree badass about the whole thing of like, yeah, the Conclave are being douchebags. I'm going to stick by you, Tassadar. I don't care. So best bro Phoenix there. So let's go. So we can see we've got a lot to deal with already. Now the Dark Templar don't have to survive, but I'd like them to. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Brave Sir Robin maneuver and run away pretty much as soon as the mission starts. So I'm going to have to try and do that as quickly as I can.
Executor, you and the traitor Tassadar are to cease your resistance and surrender yourselves to the judgment of the Conclave. We will take the outlaw Zeratul into custody and deal with him as is written by the Kala's law.
Flee back to your masters, Aldaris, and huddle with them in darkness. For your actions shall send us all unto the Zerg.
So basically, I'm going to have to say no to that. Now, they have got observers, so I think they will see the Dark Templar. I'm going to get those Zealots just to defend there, and we've got a fairly sizable base here, but not many probes to work with, but a lot of minerals to get us started. Now, we do get the observer in this mission. I think a storm would be excessive there. We've got a fairly defensible position. Oh, that Zealot really putting the work in there. Now let's see what buildings we need. Definitely need a cyber core. Which I suspect we've already got, because we've already got... Yeah, okay. Never mind, we'll cancel that then. Now, one thing that is going to get thrown at us in this mission are... we definitely want a Robo Bay. We are definitely going to get... I'm going to just queue up a load of probes because I haven't got time. We are definitely going to get some Reavers thrown at us as well, so we're really going to have to watch out for them. And in fact, let's start getting some Dragoons on the go as well. And I'm actually going to build another gateway. We're going to, again, make extensive use of Dragoons in this mission. Now, hopefully, this will be mission 7. Now, we need to keep these 3 alive, and I'm actually going to put them in a control group. Zeratul does 100 damage with his attacks, so he is extremely powerful. So we do want to make use of him. Now, these photon cannons are going to take quite some punishment, but... and we'll get those. Those can be group 9. Because we do not get the ability to rebuild them, so I don't want to... I'm more than happy to use them, but I certainly don't want to squander them. Now, I would love to get an observatory. I don't think I'm going to build many Reavers, because I don't think they're going to be super effective against Protoss here necessarily, although that doesn't mean I won't build them later. Now, how many have I got in gas here? I've only got 2, so I want to stick a 3rd in gas. I think I'd taken that probe off gas to mine. But we're definitely going to go a lot of Dragoons. Scouts are not bad, but they're not super useful, I find. And we're going to get a lot of observers out to scout the map. The great thing with the observers is they are cloaked. Now, we are going to have to push back against this attack. And we're probably going to lose that photon cannon. But that's fine. We will replace it. That did set a rally point there. Which actually works out okay because it had taken some structural damage anyway, so I'm quite happy to start repairing that. But let's get some more Dragoons out. Let's rally down here. Let's get some more observers out. Let's rally those there. And let's make some very judicious use of observers. Going to get the Zealot legs upgrade. I'm also going to build another forge so we can get 2 upgrades going at once. Because we are going to be able to, if not level 2s, level 3 upgrades I think in this mission. And we also definitely want to get these observer upgrades, both of them. So I think I'm getting the speed one. Now let's definitely get some more probes queued up, and we're going to be running out of our initial stockpile of minerals now. Got lots of gas to work with though. So actually, might be an idea to consider getting some units that can do storm. I'm going to rally those over there around that corner just so we can see. Observers, fairly cheap on the minerals, fairly expensive on the gas by comparison. Let's get that upgrade on the go as well. We've got a huge base here, and one little detail I like is our buildings now have Phoenix as the sort of avatar rather than Aldaris as we had before. So we're going to make a lot of use of observers to scout. We could also probably use the Dark Templar to scout. My only worry is that's also potentially a way to get them killed off very quickly. Now we can't build anything from there. Again, I don't think I'm going to go for Reavers. I don't think we're going to have much opportunity, but I don't want to not have the option, so I am going to put those buildings down. And there we go. We can see a Dragoon there. Now what we could potentially do is surround that Dragoon, because I can't see any observers. So we could potentially surround that Dragoon. Oh, we could potentially use the Dark Templar to do some horrible things to the Dragoons there. You guys go down here. Let's get some more Dragoons. And there we go. That's nice and well defended. Now we don't want to push too far with these. Yeah, there we go. See, the Reavers, because the Protoss have such large health pools, are not going to be nearly as devastating as they would be against, say, a bunch of Zerglings. I'm going to put some shield batteries down, because if we start to lose units there, or if we take a lot of Reaver hits, those shield batteries will kind of make it right. I'm going to go back because I didn't want to lose those there. So obviously a big wave's going to come in with detection, but I am going to go back and I'm still going to put those shield batteries down. And these can attack here. Now what I do want to do, there we go. I'm going to put 2 shield batteries down. We can afford to lose 1 or 2 observers. And we'll bring him back here. Now where's that attack coming from? Let's move that out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. And we've got plenty of dragoons to repel this. We'll keep the scout out of range there. Let's see if we can get some repairs. Oh, I say repairs, some shields. Let's actually... Don't see why not. Let's get another shield battery. And I'm wondering if scouts would be an idea. Now, let's go back. Let's try and execute that plan with the the Dark Templar again. In fact, better idea. Where's let's stick you in Group 9 as well, and just make you Group 0, because that 100 damage is going to be enormous. Meanwhile, we'll get some damage upgrades. I think this will apply to the Dark Templar. It certainly does. Although it adds a measly 1 damage, which actually can be enough to compensate for the fact that the shield will recharge while they're being attacked. It's a little sort of mechanical quirk there. Right. There we go. Again, take a shot. And we can't build any more. Well, we could get some shield upgrades, but... and let's get some of these dragoons out here. Let's push this observer up. Now, let's get these out. What we want to do is surround and then attack, because that will... Well, I say, what we wanted to do was surround and then attack, because then that will... Now, let's see. Aha! So, definitely a problem there. Fortunately, we managed to avoid them dying there. But I think we're actually just going to be better pushing out, rather than trying to sneak out with the Dark Templar there, we're just going to be better pushing out with a load of dragoons to take that force out. Now what other upgrades can we get? Definitely want the observer sight. Let's get some more observers. Really, observers and dragoons can carry a lot of weight this mission. We'll get some more scouts just for the sake of having them. Now, I did see an observer. There we go. So let's push this out a little bit. Now, we want to spread these out. I think it's time to bring these back.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
So they've actually got an arbiter which can cloak some of their units. Now let's try and take these Reavers down. I may have to take back what I was saying about Reavers before. Let's counter-attack. And let's get observers in there so we don't lose.
engage the enemy.
What I also want to see is where... There we go, there's our observer.
Upgrade complete.
Now, we've got a mineral patch down here. So what we want to consider doing is sending some probes down here. So once you built that assimilator, you come back to base. Now I'm hoping that actually does queue up. You start a nexus, let's say. I think that's going to be the best place for it. And then we will put a load of photon cannons down for defences as well. Let's get another scout. Now what's this coming over here? Let's get some more observers out and about. So we definitely want vision there, we definitely want vision down here. Aha! Well, we don't want to let that go. I'm going to queue up some more probes here, and I'm going to start transferring some probes over as well. So these three can go mining for gas.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Now, let's get that observer dealt with. Yeah, want to hit him with as many units as we can. Let's get another observer out there, and let's build some cannons. Now we've actually got, we're going to have detection at this base now because of that, so let's queue up some probes here as well. And we can see some photon cannons there. Now we could outrange those with Reavers, but to be honest I'm more of a mind just to go in with the Dragoons and take them out that way. So that shield upgrade will have actually given that one shield, probably helped with that one hit point there that prevented that Dragoon from taking health damage, so the upgrades can be worth it. It's quite a lot there. Let's make that control group. Sadly you can't send your Templar in to assassinate that because they are detectors. But we've got something just as good. Dragoon spam. Now I think a Dragoon will be able to get out of there still. It's like making a nice little pathway for them. But what I also want to see is let's get some more observers out on the map. You guys come over here. You stay near that shield battery. You stay near that shield battery. Can we get another observer? I'm flooding the map with observers somewhat, but that's not necessarily a harmful thing. It will also give us plenty of warning if there's an attack force coming for our base, which will be very important. So let's see what we've got over here. Right, there is a base there, and that seems potentially quite vulnerable. Ah!
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Are those hallucinations? They don't seem to be doing as much damage. Yeah. Sadly the detectors can't actually tell when something's an observation. Right, now as we know from the Zerg campaign, carriers need to die. More dragoons. Seriously, dragoons, just so many. Just dragoons out of every pore. Now I think that should be suitably defended. There's a lot of problems that can be solved by a few more photon cannons. Now we've got another. I bet there's going to be a load of photon cannons to deal with. Oh no. Now this seems like the kind of intersection you want to keep an eye on. Don't want the observers all too close to each other, that's just going to cause issues if we do that. In fact, you come and patrol over here. Now they send a lot of observers out to patrol as well, so that's going to be something we're going to have to watch out for. Right. That seems like a position we can take. Now, I wonder if that that Templar will have lower energy because what's going on here? Ah, good, that was us attacking them. Right, let's definitely get these upgrades on the go here. Yeah, the advantage of focusing on a ground army as well is it means basically the ground upgrades, we don't need to worry that we've not got many air upgrades. Right, let's push in. Ah, Reaver. Focus that down. They do have Storm, but... and they have an Arbiter. So we're going to need to bring... Let's... Now we've got plenty of Dragoons to replace what we've just lost there. If we can kill the Arbiter, they lose that scouting. They lose... oh dear. They lose the cloaking. Did we lose the Observer?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Might be worth building another gateway. Yeah, we lost the Observer. But that's fine, we've pushed the Arbiter away. Fortunately the Arbiter does not cloak buildings. Right, they are bringing something around here, so... Right, let's absolutely get some more gateways. We've got far too many resources to not be spending them. They are coming for that top base. Let's see if we can bring enough forces down. Let's get these probes out of here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
The base will survive.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Right, let's get these out to take these Reavers out. No, don't want to attack there.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Make use of me. Receiving.
Right, let's hold on for a second. I think scouts to deal with those Reavers would be nice.
Awaiting command. Standing by.
Just don't know what they've got in terms of air defences, but if they want to send just a Reaver swarm at us, I can deal with that. Right, let's stop those there for the moment. Let's see.
Contact.
You build a Stargate. I think some more scouts are needed.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Make use of me. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Let's just focus on the Reavers. Meanwhile, we'll push in with these. Try and get them to waste that. Spread our forces out. Take the Reavers. Really keeping on your toes. Oh, another Reaver. Okay.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Need more gateways. Definitely. Definitely need more gateways. Big force coming up there. Let's consolidate. Let's use the ramp.
Awaiting instructions. I have returned. Commencing.
I hear you.
Oh, they're going for the base down there.
Instructions. Awaiting command. I am needed. Input command.
And we haven't got our forces back yet. We haven't got our...
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. We are under attack.
Awaiting instructions. Standing by.
Let's get that Arbiter done.
You have not enough minerals. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Awaiting command.
Oh, where are they going?
Commencing. Confirm.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ah, they were chasing the Arbiter, that's why. Right, okay.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You don't take those out on your own. You get back there. More cannons and more probes.
Not enough minerals.
Ah, that won't have helped. We've had all those idly not mining. Right, okay. It was that push down there that didn't do as many favours. So let's get our observers back out across the map. And speaking of getting observers back out across the map, right, let's get some of these probes mining over here. Oh dear god. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask that carrier to stop. Now, the pylon won't stop. The pylon certainly won't stop a carrier, but it will help. Let's get some more observers out. Can you see that in time? It's starting to really loathe those observers. Ground armour. Let's start getting on the air weapons. Let's start cranking out some of these out of the Stargates. And just more Dragoons. Is that one rallying over here? There we go.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Of course, let's see. Can we get you to coax the scouts over there. Excellent. Let's focus them down. More dragoons. There we go. A few more scouts. Now let's see, what can we see in this base? I don't know if destroying that Arbiter what's it called? Arbiter Tribunal will there's possibly a pylon we can snipe there, which will save us having to actually directly deal with the you guys rally, attack down there, you attack down there. Now what kind of upgrades are on? They're on 2-2. I think they start the mission on the 2-2. Right, you guys, I want you to destroy that. Let's get a lot more dragoons. So, 2 more scouts and we've got a full control group, which I think will actually be very, very helpful. Now what have they got into here in terms of defences? I think with the force we've got, we should be able to take that. We definitely want to start looking at building some pylons. So we are, because we're getting close enough to max supply, to maxing our supply. There we go. Now the photon cannons we've got here will do an okay job of defending the base, and at least putting up enough of a buffer. I mean, I'm going to actually leave quite a few dragoons here too. And let's put an observer over here to see how many other scouts we got to come out. 1. I think a full control group of scouts is plenty enough. Oh. Who's attacking? Where's that Templar? Right, let's put something over there so we can see. Can we intercept that observer? Yes. Absolutely. Bit of dancing there. Trying to dance out of the way. Right. Let's bring these units down as well. And while we can, a lot more dragoons. A lot more dragoons. Should really have them rallied on attack move. You can stand there and you can be a scout, which is a noble and glorious profession. Yeah, this is going to be... so those scouts will be easily dealt with. Now what I do want to do is try and pull them back towards us. Right, that shuttle concerns me because that may contain a Reaver. It's almost like I knew. Oh, painful. Bring the scouts over. Right, time to build on that. You guys get in. Ah, it's Vespine gas we're running low on now. Well, we'll get a new resource point secured very shortly. You guys tell these zealots to clear off. No need to take on all those dragoons right now. In fact, you guys pull back over here. You guys take out that pylon. You're out of range of it. Now where's that coming from? Okay, we can deal with that. You try and get out of melee range. Ah, that Templar is gonna use Scythe Storm. I flew through that, shouldn't have done that. But it's okay, we only lost shields. Now,
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
you guys take that out, you come up here. They're really pushing a counter-attack here. I think that's unpowered, yeah. So we can hold on scouts. There we go. We've actually got a lot of resources to play with. So, let's bring some probes over here to start taking advantage of the fact we've got an opening here. In fact, I'm going to build a lot more zealots or zealots because we have a lot of minerals to spend. And meanwhile, let's get some more pylons. We're at full pylon capacity now. Now what's shooting down there? Right, okay. Let's take that out then.
My life for Aiur. For vengeance.
There we go. We'll have some zealots there just to help.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Awaiting command. My life for Aiur. Receiving.
Now, what we are going to want is some observers as well. Build a nexus. Where's a place where I can actually put that nexus? Where's it? Can't put it there.
I am needed.
I think that's an unusual place. Okay. Let's build some pylons around here. So we've got the photon option to build some photon cannons. I want an observer and I've not got the gas for it yet. Have we only got one mining gas there? That's certainly a waste. Right. Far too many probes on there. Definitely get some cannons down.
I have returned. I am needed. Make use of me, Sankaladas. Make use of me.
And let's see what else we've got. Now what we got floating around here, that observer should move up around here. Let's get another observer. Now what can you see? Right, I don't want you to push too much further then, because you're obviously going to run yourself into trouble if you do that. But we've got an opening there. Now, here we go. Here's some mining to do. And let's get one more on gas. In fact, I don't see why we shouldn't have these patrolling. Oh, I've accidentally taken the terrain away from me, man. Right, I wonder, can they outrange... Yes, they can. That's crafty. Ah, you get mining there. Right, big force coming in here. Let's pull these. Let's pull them over here. Yeah, they're trying to retake that base. But we held it. There we go, that photon cannon is unpowered, and that leaves us a route down there. So we've got this secured. Pretty much. Let's build some cannons down here. And meantime, let's see what upgrades we can get. Another observer. Ah, no, very large force massing there. So, let's pull these back up here as well. You stay there. Now, are we going to be able to hold this? I think so. So possibly actually overcommitted on the defence there, but that's fine. So we'll bring these back. Right, you aren't doing any good back there. At least not at the moment. You can patrol around here. Have we got any other observers that are just standing or sitting still? Pretty much maxed out now. That's definitely something that's sitting still. So let's see what you can see. Did we lose a scout? I think we did. Yeah, psi limit exceeded, so we're not going to be able to replace that, but that's okay. I think we'll live. What I'd quite like to do though is kill that Dragoon. And actually I think the easiest way to do that is just rush it with some scouts. Oh, it's running away. Okay, never mind then. Now what I want to see actually is can we push through here? I suppose the other question is, do we need to push through there, or is there a way to win? Oh, I meant to alt save, not press stop. Is there a way we can sort of force the force the victory? We have vision up there, so we can attack up there at least. We're not on a completely level playing field, but then we have a lot more Dragoons to attack with, so swings and roundabouts really. I wonder what upgrades they're on. They are on 2-2 as well. What are we on? We're on 3s for the most part. We're working on the ground armour. Ah! Now fortunately, scarabs get stuck sometimes, but you guys spread out. Splash damage is going to be a killer here. But we got away with it. Let's get another scout to replace that one we lost, and also another observer. That looked like a carrier to me, the image, but maybe not. Okay. Push further in. I think we've got an opportunity to sort of end this. Right. I want the scouts over here. I want the zealots over here. I do not want the dragoons there. Ah, that's not ideal. Kind of snuck that one in there. A lot to juggle at once. That's still building. Right, I think. I'm trying to think of the best way to break that deadlock. In a way that's not going to just cost us a lot of forces. What I am going to do as well is I am going to push in here. I'm actually going to get these, and we're going to attack move down there as well. Just occurred to me how Reyna got tangled up with Tassadar. Tassadar probably saved Reyna on Char, because of course last we saw Reyna he was at the mercy of Kerrigan. So he probably, I wouldn't be surprised if Reyna had, if Tassadar had a very big part in Reyna's survival. So can we? Well, first of all, can we encourage one of those dragoons to, or one or two of those dragoons towards us, and take them out, so that they haven't got, the Reavers haven't got the anti-air defense there. Right. Question number 2 is, can we sort of assassinate the Reavers? Yes. Very much so. But has brought the them towards us, but actually I'm okay with that, because we can use the dragoons to attack them. Can definitely take out. Even if we get the Reavers so low that they will easily be killed by the next attack. I'm going to save here. We've got some more Protoss bearing down. Let's pull some of these and put these over here. We've got a block of dragoons there doing nothing. Did lose one there, so we'll replace him. They've come to party now. Okay. Here's what we do.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
See if we can get that Reaver. Zealot did a good job of tanking that. Now we're going to have some real pathing issues down here. But we should be able to push through. But I want to see if we can sort of snipe that Reaver again. There we go. While those dragoons are occupied.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Really is just about keeping the production up. Come on, guys. You are having some major issues here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Nope. There we go. So we've had a successful push down here. Let's get this. Still lost a few dragoons, but that's to be expected. You take that out, coward. Now, let's get the Reaver before it can do anything to our forces. Hang about. You come down here and take care of these.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Right, let's get the dragoons to fight the dragoons. We've actually got an opportunity to take some high ground here as well. Destroy that. It's going to drop a Reaver. Okay, it didn't drop a Reaver. Regardless, one less shuttle for them to drop. There we go.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Right. In the meantime, let's see if we can push in on this base. Oh, these need transferring over.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Floating a lot of resources, so we don't need to worry too much. What else can we see? We are going to lose a lot here. That's Reavers. Try and get them in one at a time. That pathing is absolutely killing me. Just stack a load up now. Here we go. See, this base is actually going to be fairly easy prey for us then. How are we doing on the scouts? Okay, that's going to beep at us a few times. Let's push down here, and we've got a load of dragoons up here. We've also probably got an opportunity to take some folk cannons down here. So, let's see. Scout there, that'll be easily dealt with. Get the observer out of the way. Get rid of these shuttles because they need to die. What else have we got? These guys come and attack along here. You guys take the high ground. And it is really just going to be a case of cleaning up now.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Executor, Aldaris,
There we go.
This madness must stop. The sight of my brethren slaughtering one another is more than I can stand. Though I fear you would doom us all, Aldaris, I surrender myself to the Conclave. End Taro Adun, Executor. Don't give up the fight.
Tassadar of the Templar, by your actions you have severed yourself from the mercy of your brethren. You refused to destroy the Terran worlds as was commanded. You have questioned time and time again the sacred will of the Conclave, and you have abandoned your home world in its darkest hour. Most grievous of all is that you have allied yourself with the blasphemous Dark Ones, and learned to utilize their profane powers in tandem with our own. What say you, O fallen Templar?
Aldaris, I submit myself to the Conclave's judgment. But know this, given the same choices again, I would surely have made them. I have sacrificed all that our world might live. I have sullied my honor. I have discarded my rank and standing. I have even broken our most ancient traditions. But never think that I would for one moment regret my actions. For I am Templar, and above all else, I have sworn to protect our homeworld till the end.
And there we go, we have successfully destroyed the Conclave, although all the violence and bloodshed was too much and Tassadar decided to surrender himself anyway. So, we will see the consequences of that decision in the next mission. Thank you for joining me, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you again soon. Thank you, and